Hello everyone, I'm Salva here from group number one. The topic that we have chosen for our research paper is drivers and barriers to cloud based HRIS adoption in multinational companies operating in Malaysia. The reason we have chosen this topic is to identify the barriers that have been faced by the organizations, especially MNCs, and also what actually drive them to adopt HRIS function into their organization. And the cloud HRIs actually provide multiple benefits for the MNCs. So the first is actually streamline the processes. So instead of having multiple databases and a paperwork, it actually able to allow the organization to put all the details into at one centralized system. Second, it also provide real time data for decision making. So since it's on a cloud basis, it actually able to provide instant information for the organization to do decision making processes easier, and also it ensure compliance and standardization. A lot of organization may have like a different processes and policies and framework to follow. By centralizing this system, it actually ensure all the compliance and governance has been followed well as per the government regulatories. And finally, MNCs also adopt cloud HRIS to modernize and stay competitive in the market, because every small to medium to big organization are going into cloud as a new technology. Every MNC also have the pressure to adopt to such function right now. Next, we are focusing into the importance of cloud based HRIS, and also what are the problem statement, like what are the issues they actually face in implementing such tool. So first, it actually ensure transparency, traceability, and decentralization. When we talk about MNCs, they typically will have business unit and organization into multiple regions. So instead of having department into each areas, each location, they able to use one system that can actually centralize the entire documentation and processes. It also standardize the HR across diverse geographical area, so all these business unit able to view the documents, processes into one location, one software that can be accessible to everyone. And finally, it also support the compliance and workforce analytics. Based HRIS, MNCs also struggle with several challenges. The first is aligning with global policies and local laws, because every organization and countries comes with their own policies and processes to be followed, and that standard need to be met in implementing such tool. Second is data privacy. In Malaysia we have PDPA, and in overseas we have GDPR, and this comes with different regulatory bodies to get approval from. So such system need to be integrated by following this privacy data. So majority of the existing studies actually focus into startups, small medium organization, and public sectors. Not many studies were done into MNC culture, because the typical it could be the mindset, multinational companies are well established and processes are in place, but actually there is a huge gap in implementing such tools as well. So that is, and the objective of this research is actually to first identify the drivers for adoption of cloud, which focus into what are the standardization processes need to be followed, and what are the decision making need to be gathered and done by the management, and also what are the competitive pressures that these MNCs are actually facing compared to other organizations in the market. And it also examined the barriers, the challenges in terms of the data privacy, and the integration and centralization function in adoption, and also the complex governance factors that need to be managed and faced into different countries more effective. And next, we came across several literature that actually support our studies. So the first is the digitalization adoption, which focuses into cost efficiency, where it shows that cloud-based HRIA function actually save costs and eliminate a lot of infrastructure requirement. Second, it also accessible and scalable on a bigger area, where it focuses into organizational growth, and it provide a real-time data and analytics for the users. So the theoretical model wise, we came across about three theories that actually support our study. First is technology acceptance model, TAM. Second, diffusion of innovation, and technology organizational environment. All these three theories actually very much emphasize into what is the use of technology adoption in the current market for the organization as well as for the community.
Hello everyone. Let me walk you through the research methodology for our study on cloud HRIS adoption among MNCs in Malaysia. In step 1, the study model is rooted in an objectivist ontology and positivist epistemology, meaning we aim to uncover objective patterns using empirical evidence. A quantitative monomethod approach is used with deductive reasoning to test our theories. For survey design, we apply non-probability convenience sampling, which is suitable for hard-to-reach populations. The study is cross-sectional, capturing data at a single point in time. The questionnaire uses nominal and ordinal scales with a 5-point Likert scale to capture agreement levels. Our target respondents are HR and IT professionals in Malaysia-based MNCs. For step 4 and 5, pre-testing and pilot testing will be executed for questionnaire content clarity and to assess reliability and indicator loadings before proceeding to full data collection. Uh, for the full data collection will be done using a self-administered Google form. Finally, in step 7, the data analysis for the outer model, we will use Smart PLS4 to assess the measurement model with factor loadings, AVE, HDMT, and reliability scores. And finally, for the inner model data analysis, bootstrapping will be applied to test relationships between variables, evaluating path coefficients and statistical significance. That summarizes the overall research.
Okay, the feasibility timeline. Here I'm talking about that what feasibility timeline we have faced regarding the project adoption of HRI in MNC in Malaysia. That we took the lot of research and like academic research, literature review, and industry expert we took, and few interviews, and so using the reviews, and we have modified that things. What data collection we used as SDG9 for framework for the data analysis. These part we had. So here I'm going to talk about what scope and resource the project. The proposed project scope entailed in depth analysis and reason behind adoption of this factor, analyze their consistency with SDG9 project. Resource available will be accessed at academic literature review that drive the relevant directly, indirectly relevant to the study industry expert and primary data. Okay, here we took the interview using the HR, IT professional MNC feasible with the reach of the project given to the resource at hand of the already. Here we talk about the what, how many times it took, like 15 weeks it took for the data collections, analysis, and this maintaining the reports. Here we have the four phase. First phase, initial research, literature review. Here we took the some documents, resource, and we took availability of organization content, which is and we took wrote that literature review. And here in second phase, what we have done, that whatever data we have collected, and this we did a study on the using the STG9, and we processed on that, so we can get the proper conclusion on that what we do. So in fourth phase, what in third phase, what we have done in this, whatever data we have collected, we maintain as a very systematic form, and we understand what the meaning of the data, what data is going through, and why we try to understand using the SDG9 what it should be, what where we are going, and where what result it is maintaining, and where we have the lot of problem because we need to maintain multiple times data, and we review the data and we understand what it should be format. And after that, after the that phase 3, we proceed to the phase 4. So what we have done here, we took the interviews with stakeholders and peoples, we reviewed the data, and whatever report we got, we reviewed, and whatever feedback we got, and we changed it. That's the part. Thank you, team.